This video, we are looking at math page 7, and we are talking about rounding. So number 1, what is 8 and 284/7/10,000ths rounded to the nearest thousandth? So what I'm going to do is I need to find the place that we're rounding to, the thousandths. I'm going to underline that. I need to look at the number next door to determine if I'm going to keep that number the same or move it up to the next number, which in this case would be 5. So a 7 is going to tell me that I need to go up for rounding. So I'm going to have all the numbers stay the same before it. This changes to a 5 because this number is over 5, the 7. And then I put zeros in the numbers after it. When you have a decimal, that 0, I could leave it off because it doesn't change the value of my number, but I can put it in. Number 2 says round to the nearest tenth. So we have 7 and 4,383/10,000ths. So I'm going to underline the place that we're rounding to. Look at the number next to it. If it's 5 or more, the number goes up. 4 or less, we let it rest. So we're going to leave it the same. So we have 7, and then looking at the 4, the 3 tells it to stay the same. And then put all zeros after it. Again, since this is a decimal, we don't have to put the zeros. It doesn't change the value of the number. Number 3. 3 and 9,874/10,000ths rounded to the nearest hundredths. Okay, so I'm going to underline the hundredths place. Look next door at the 7. So 5 or more, the number goes up. So we have 3 and 9/10ths, and then this is going to change to a 9 because the 7 will tell that number to go up. We can add in the zeros. Since it's a decimal, we don't have to. Now we're going to round to the nearest thousandth. So I'm going to underline the number in the thousandth place. Look next door. All the numbers before it stay the same. The 7 is greater than 5, so that's going to tell the 4 to go up to a 5. Okay, number 5. My number rounded to the nearest tenth is 6 and 4/10ths. What might my number be? So rounded to the nearest tenth is 6 and 4/10ths. So the number could be, and with any number after the 4, could be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we could have 6 and 41/100ths. Since this is a 1, the 4 would stay the same. It could be 6 and 42/100ths because that 2 would tell the 4 to stay the same. It could be 6 and 437,000ths because this 3 would tell the 4 to stay the same. My number could also be 6 and 37/100ths because when I'm rounding, that 7 would tell my 3 to go up to a 4 because 7 is larger than 5. So when I round it, I would have to put that number up to the next one.